hearings. This is one I like. I like watching the district court hearings, see how things go and how the attorneys do, and just kind of learn some things from them. But it's very interesting, some of the things you hear. I'm not going to dive into the case because that's the court's business. But I will tell you that it's interesting what they say about discovery. I witnessed a defense attorney in the KJ Shaw case where Derek Reed is on trial for murder. Um, Again, that's a whole separate thing. We're not even going to go into that. But you're going to love this part. In discovery, the defense attorney is making the argument that the DA has sent them close to 3,500 pages of discovery, and about 70% of them are duplicates. And, before the judge starts to call up the discovery motion, and before the defense attorney can even speak, the assistant district attorney person gets up there and, well, I don't know if we've talked about this, and I don't know if Mr. Hartman wants to bring this up, blah, 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 and tried to minimize it, it seemed. That's what it seemed to me. But Mr. Hartman did want to speak about it, and he wanted to get it resolved. Because here's the reality. This discovery game gets played. I've been party to it. Hey, Clint, we're talking about discovery here real quick. And then I've got to go to a meeting. But I didn't plan on doing this one, but watching this live court hearing today was pretty interesting. But we see the discovery game being played all the time. They'll either give you a whole bunch that doesn't matter, or hours and hours of footage in body cams, or then they'll give you next to nothing in footage, or you'll get some of the reports, but not all the reports, some of the footage, not all the footage. And in this case, they're literally flooding him with documents and making him piece through. And if you're an attorney who's being conscious about a case and trying to do the best job you can, you need to be able to get through those documents reasonably. And to have 70% of a 3,500 package total to be duplicates, that's just, I'm sorry, me as a person on the outside, I'm seeing that as somebody intentionally trying to waste an attorney's time and run up the bill, because that's basically the game that gets played here. And you see it a lot of times when I saw a couple cases this morning that got dismissed fairly easily. And that's another game they play. They'll charge you, they'll bring you into court for a first appearance or something, and before it ever goes to trial, it's dismissed. And all you've done there is had to spend a bunch of money on an attorney, a bunch of money on some different things that you need to do to be able to fight the case, but then the case doesn't happen. But 3,500 pages with 70% of them being duplicates. Guys, you guys from outside the county can watch this. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you the other thing that really floored me was the defense attorney, when he was talking, and we've known this as well, and we've been talking about it a lot. He was talking about how he argues cases in courts across Kansas and around the area. And he literally said the only place he runs into these problems is with LPD. Now think about that. They've manipulated open records. I mean, they've denied stuff to me that an attorney says she can just fill out an open records request and get. It seems like they're playing these games with discovery too. Really? You defense attorneys out there, if you don't pay attention to these things or you don't communicate amongst each other, I don't know if you have some kind of a thing between you that you don't talk about cases, but these kind of things, you guys need to really start keeping track of. We can't be in every courtroom every time and knowing when these ADAs and prosecutors are manipulating the evidence. But you guys need to start establishing the pattern and holding them accountable for it. I mean, it's not something that's a one-off. It happens all the time, guys. And if you didn't see the video I put up just a little bit ago, you guys really need to go check that out. You want to talk about police abusing somebody? The guy was standing at a register in a Target trying to pay for his shit. The Target people called the police on him, and you could tell he was obviously mentally handicapped and having a hard time functioning. They couldn't just be patient and let the guy check out. Nah, they had to drag him out of the store and arrest him and beat him up. Good shit, man. And this is why we're out here. Again, you defense attorneys need to be doing better, especially you local ones on the court docket that get appointed the, what do you call it, the indigent cases, if you want to call it that. You guys need to do better, and you need to pay more attention to your cases. Seriously. That's about all I got, guys. We've got a couple, I got a couple meetings this afternoon, and then we're going to go to the commission meeting tonight. If you guys aren't able to come to be at the commission meeting, freaking log in on Zoom and pay attention. And you Lawrence people that aren't attending, we need you there. Business people need you there. The homeless situation needs to get solved, and so does the police situation. So does the police situation. Yeah, this is Target on Coors. Apparently Coors Avenue in Albuquerque was where that was at. Yeah, that's the guy trying to buy a bike. That's all he was doing. Ex-bootlicker, you're exactly right. I'm sure everybody's seen that video today. So, all right, guys, goodbye from the backyard, and good luck tonight, commissioners.